What makes a human life viable, and who has the right to these decisions? Women everywhere have a little bit of a stakeholder position against the recent abortion issues. Bans have been happening everywhere, and with the recent administration change, there's been a lot of concern over over what should be granted to a woman and what her rights are. Many women, it's a very wide demographic of people that have a concern in this issue, but mainly this affects pregnant women who may or may not have complications, and also women who are seeking to have other preventative care, whether or not they will be pregnant or not. First of all, women with pregnancies can either experience complications or have their own life-threatening issues that occur during the pregnancy cycle. One woman, Jocelyn, came into the hospital for a routine exam, and she was experiencing a lot of issues, and the doctors ruled that she was actually having a miscarriage. And according to The Guardian, it was said that she was denied care for her miscarriage for more than 40 hours so that the doctors, who were scared of the ongoing abortion ban in Texas, were actually preventing her from getting the necessary care until her daughter was fully birthed and the miscarriage had been resolved. And by the time this had happened, she was actually she had lost a lot of blood and had contracted sepsis, which a few days after that led to her death. It's clear that these issues are putting the women more at risk rather than helping them out, and these decisions are being put, these women are not able to make decisions for themselves due to these changes. So this has brought a lot of concern up for women who may be in these positions of, ongoing pregnancies, whether or not they want to keep it or not. These decisions are still the same. On a similar note, another woman who, prior to, she had no pregnancy complications. Her name was Adriana Smith. And she actually fell into a coma, and the doctors had already ruled that she was legally brain dead, but due to Georgia's bans, similar to that of Texas, she was actually forced, according to PBS News, she was forced to carry out this pregnancy and was kept on life support for three entire months while the doctors kept the baby alive and fed it, intubated everything so that they could prioritize the livelihood of the mother, and they were trying to follow these new abortion ban guidelines, where in Georgia it's actually 6 weeks of space where you can get an abortion legally, and after that you are no longer permitted to. So since this was a lot after that, the doctors felt the need to actually keep her alive, but not mentally, so that they could deliver this baby. This decision was put in the hands of the doctors and government rather than the family of Adriana Smith, who we don't know if they would have made either decision, but it was not in their hands. This continues to show that women are not in control of these bans and do not have the actual power to decide these things for themselves. So they're kind of being deprived of a lot of rights in the reproductive category. To continue that, there's lots of women who are actually, due to not the abortion bans, but another side of it, the changes in what insurance is covering and what it means for necessary, fertility health and stuff. So now with the Affordable Care Act that is moving in, women are no longer allowed to, kind of the insurance companies, it's an easier way out for them to not have to cover certain contraceptive products. And according to the National Women's Center, the Project 2025 plan will be reducing a wide range of coverages for contraceptive care, and women seeking contraceptives such as condoms and emergency birth control like Ella, they are no longer going to be covering this under many common insurance companies, and this will not be in the hands of the companies that they're working for. Their employers can now decide, they have free choice whether or not they want to have these covered. So there's not a lot of protection that's being put into women who are in more dire circumstances and need this care, so that if their opinion is they don't want to become pregnant, they're no longer in those positions to get their care, if they're in financial situations and whatnot. But all in all, this issue has affected a wide range of demographics, including pregnant women, women with pregnancy complications, and that of women seeking contraceptive care. There are a lot of nuances and controversies surrounding this topic, and it's also unclear whether these changes will strengthen in change or they will kind of double back. But we'll find out in the future whether or not there will be any changes to this. Thank you.